now tensions erupted in West Bengal's Malda for a brief period after locals protested over the exclusion of names from the voter list. The protest took place in Kaliachowk, where residents gathered on the streets and blocked the Sujapur Mothabari National Highway. The highway remained blocked for nearly 15 hours, causing major disruption. And during the protest, 7 judicial magistrates were reportedly stuck on the highway, following which the DIG, SP and the ADM rushed to the spot with police forces to disperse the crowd. BJP leader Sukanta Majumdar has raised serious concerns over the incident. He alleged that judicial magistrates had gone there but were stopped and their vehicles were vandalized.
जो घटना घटी है वो सबको भयभीत कर देने वाली घटना है। 7 ऐसे जो जुडिशियल मजिस्ट्रेट गए थे उनको सिर्फ रोका गया, सिर्फ ये नहीं, जब वो वहां से पलायन कर रहे थे उनकी गाड़ी को तोड़ा गया। एसपी जब उनको उद्धार करके वहां से रेस्क्यू करके वहां से ले आ रहे थे, महिला जो हमारे ये थे जुडिशियल मजिस्ट्रेट थे उनकी गाड़ियों को तोड़फोड़ किया गया। कॉन्वॉय ना जा पाए इसके लिए वहां पे रास्ते के अंदर बांस डाले गए, बम्बू डाले गए कि कॉन्वॉय आगे ना बढ़े। और जिस तरीके से कि लेफ्ट फ्रंट के जमाने में अनीता देवान को इसी तरीके से एक महिला जस्टिस को गाड़ी से उतार कर पीट कर मार डाला गया था, उस तरीके की पूरी अभिसंधि थी, उस तरीके की पूरी प्लानिंग थी। और ममता बनर्जी का जो लगातार जो उसकाना, 1 सेकंड वाला उसकाना, उनका जो बयान, वो बयान इसके पीछे जिम्मेदार है।
Meanwhile, TMC's Kunal Ghosh has said that the party does not support such acts of surrounding judges or indisciplined behavior. He added that they are law-abiding citizens. He put the onus on the Election Commission, alleging that voters are being harassed. Listen in.
कालियाचक में एसआईआर को लेकर जो हो रहा है, ये जजेस को घेराव एक्सेट्रा, हम तृणमूल कांग्रेस एक बात साफ साफ हम लोग बोलना चाहते हैं, वी आर लॉ अबाइडिंग सिटीजन। हम ऐसा कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं और सपोर्ट भी नहीं कर रहे हैं जिसमें इनडिसिप्लिन्ड बिहेवियर ये सामने आ जाए। देखिए, जो सिचुएशन है इसके रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है इलेक्शन कमीशन का। नाम कौन बात दिया? इलेक्शन कमीशन। लीगल वोटर्स को हैरास कौन किया? इलेक्शन कमीशन। पुलिस का ये जो ट्रांसफर्स है एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का, कौन कर रहा है? इलेक्शन कमीशन। ये सब खेल इलेक्शन कमीशन खेल रहा है, तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तो उनको ही लेना चाहिए। और रही बात ये एजिटेशन का, ये भाजपा का स्पॉन्सर जो 2-3 फोर्स को वो लोग करते हैं, ये वोट आ रहा है तो 2-3 पार्टी जो वो करता है उससे ये काम करा रहा है थोड़ा इशू बनाने के लिए।
For more on this, I'm being joined by my colleague Sabyasachi Roy Chaudhary from the newsroom. Sabyasachi, tensions are running high in Malda just ahead of the polls.
That's right, Nancy. See, yesterday almost 8 to 9 hours, 7 judicial officers were held hostage by the people of Kaliachowk, and we have seen that yesterday late in the night the police team reached the spot and rescued these 7 judicial officers, out of which 3 of them were women officers. And in fact, as per the sources, while the police was taking them from the BDO office in Kaliachowk, people in fact pelted stones at their convoy, but no one was injured. Now, several allegations has come into the front, Nancy. In fact, the judicial officers who were held hostage, in fact, they said that they had informed their superiors. In fact, they had informed the CEO in the state of West Bengal. They had informed officials in the ECI. They have also informed the local superintendent of police. But the incident started happening at around 3:30 p.m. when a large number of people gathered in front of the Kaliachowk BDO office. But the local police only reached there at around 11:30 p.m. in the night. It's the time when the police rescued all the 7 judicial officers. Now, several people, in fact, also, Nancy, blocked the highway. Several crossings of the National Highway 12 were completely blocked. People used furniture, broken glass and several other objects to block the National Highway 12. Now, the Trinamool Congress says that right now the law and order situation comes under the EC, since EC have transferred all the state officers, and that is the reason why EC has to take the necessary steps. Meanwhile, the ECI has demanded a written reply from the Superintendent of Police in Malda district, as well as from the local administration regarding the incident, as well as the CEO has asked for a detailed report from the district administration as well. Now, the locals of the Kaliachowk also have put out these allegations that on one hand, Nancy, the ECI has had set up 19 panels across the state so that people who are facing a problem with the adjudication, they can come to these panels to get some relief. But the locals say that this panel has not been set up in the district of Malda, so where will the people go? In fact, the people also said that in several blocks, 80% of the people names who were under adjudication, these names have been completely deleted. So far, Nancy, the ECI has not come up with the exact number of voters who have been deleted. Overall, 60 lakh people are under adjudication, and as per the EC sources, around 49 lakh cases so far has been disposed of. So what is the exact number of voters who have been deleted? That number has not been disclosed by the ECI, but people in Malda has been completely upset with the fact, because they feel that they don't have anywhere to go or raise the problems that they are facing, and that is the reason why they decided to hit on the street and block the national highway and held hostage the 7 judicial officers. Nancy.
Well, that's right, Sabyasachi. Even politics is also in the picture. BJP has made some serious allegations. They are claiming that Mamata Banerjee's statements has incited this kind of behavior, and it has prompted the people to go on the streets and take judicial officers hostage.
Well, see, at this particular time, we are seeing allegation and counter allegation. See, the Trinamool Congress said that since the ECI has transferred several hundred officers in the state of West Bengal, and right now the law and order situation completely lies under the ECI. So under these circumstances, the ECI had to take necessary action, and they had to make sure that the law and order situation is maintained. And the Trinamool Congress leader Kunal Ghosh, in fact, stated that the Trinamool Congress is law-abiding citizens. On the other hand, the BJP says that this particular incident is happening because of the instigating statements that has been given by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee during her various poll campaigns, and as a result, people are coming down on the streets and carrying out major agitation, and they went to an extent to held the 7 judicial officers hostage, out of which 3 were female officers. Now, the BJP also says that that several pockets in the state has this sort of antisocial people who time and again create ruckus, time and again disturb the law and order situation in the state of West Bengal. So currently the allegation and counter allegation is going on, but the people who were held hostage, in fact, what we are learning from the sources is that the judicial officers, in fact, tried to reach out to the local administration. They, in fact, reached out to their seniors, and when they decided to leave from the BDO office at around 3:30 p.m. is the time when they noticed that large amount of people have gherowed the BDO office, and they were not allowing the judicial officers to leave, and they were demanding that until the names of the voters who have been deleted, these names are restored. They are not going to allow them to leave from the BDO office. But there is a huge gap, because the complaint was raised at around 3:30 p.m. and the time they were rescued from the BDO office in Kaliachowk was almost 12 a.m. in the night. So that really raises a lot of question, and that is the reason both the ECI as well as the CEO in the state of West Bengal, both of them have sought detailed report from the state administration.
Well, a major development coming in from Malda. all the investigation has been started by the state government. As TMC, on the other hand, has gone out and said that we are law-abiding citizens and we do not support this kind of disruption to the law and order. I'm being joined by Shishir Bajoria, BJP leader from West Bengal. Shishir, the kind of tensions that erupted in Malda, and BJP has gone out and they have made some serious claims, claiming that they were intentions to hurt the female judicial officer that was also held hostage by the protesters. How do you see this situation unfolding?
First of all, what happened in Malda yesterday, and not, it went on for hours. It's something which no state in India has ever witnessed. Judicial officers being intimidated, being harassed, and being restrained in a place for hours, including female judicial officers. This has never happened in the country. Thereafter, when a huge police force, including Central Force, was deployed, and they managed to get them out, what did we see? They chased them on the way. Well, this was all part of a plan of the Trinamool Congress, because they are not wanting this SIR to ever happen. They want this election to be run on the electoral rolls of last election. It's not going to happen. They have to learn the lesson. This was an extreme case. And by the way, what was the location? Kaliachowk. Kaliachowk is the same place where a police station was burned and the police did nothing. A police station was burned and they did nothing. This is the place where counterfeit currencies are printed. This is the place where drugs are made.
Well, that's right, Shishir, but the kind of tension that we saw yesterday, it's also a reflection that people are really angry about their names being deleted in the SIR process. So they've thought that there was nowhere else to go. So they decided to get out the judicial officers who were on the SIR duty.
No, I slightly disagree. It's not the common person. It's the Trinamool cadre which was deployed to do this, to create a feeling that people are angry. Those people who were harassed by the BLOs, who are the BLOs? They belong to the state government and the Trinamool Congress. And what happened yesterday, it was completely a got-up of Trinamool Congress.
But TMC has reacted, Shishir, and they have distanced themselves from this. They have said that we do not support this kind of disruption to the law and order, and we are law-abiding citizens.
So, my very simple question to my Trinamool counterparts: why police was not deployed? Why police was not deployed? Why were they mute spectators? It was completely, and I take responsibility in saying what I'm saying, this was done at their behest and the people were drummed up by them.
But the situation that we saw yesterday, lots of people, they decided to gherav the convoy, and there are also reports coming in that there were 3 female officers present there, and they tried to reach out to their seniors. They tried to even reach out to the Kolkata High Court, but nobody responded. Later on, there were police and the local administration who went to rescue them. But how do you see this situation unfolding at this moment?
It was scary. We heard the videos where the 2 female officers were actually scared of their lives, of what could happen to them, and you could hear the shrill in their voice. And I would again and again say this was planned attack of the Trinamool Congress to undermine the judiciary, to scare the judiciary that this is West Bengal, leave us. This was their message.
Right.